Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be doing some more stuff to the city. So, I've recently just bought the boutique hotel and it's all built. So, we're going to have to be finding a place to put it in the city, which means a big sort of move around some areas of the city to sort of fit all the modular buildings and to make sure it looks really good. So, I'll sort of go through the plans first. I'll do it, show you, and then we'll move in the boutique hotel at the end. So yeah, let's kind of just explain what I sort of want to do. So the main aim is obviously we need more space. So I think the Palace Cinema is going to be coming out from here, going where the Brick Bank is just behind it, and then the Brick Bank will be moving somewhere else. I'm not really too sure yet. Um, I think I want the boutique hotel next to the Parisian restaurant. However, I'm also going to see what it looks like compared to the diner as well and see if it looks good there. Um, this should be the last move around for a while because there's no other modulars that I really want to get yet. And the next two big sets that I'm going to be getting will be for the theme park because I'm planning on getting the Lions Night Castle to have near the blacksmith and also hopefully the Disney Castle as well, which will look awesome in the theme park. Maybe building up a little mountain, a hill, not a mountain, like a hill, to kind of look over on the castle. I feel like that would look really awesome in the theme park. And those are the next two big sets. I don't think we can actually have the new roller coaster because I don't think it will fit. I'm also actually not that keen on it, to be honest, especially compared to this roller coaster. So I probably won't get the loop coaster. I might get the haunted house. I'm not too sure, but I know that the next big set that will probably be going into the main part of the city will be the Avengers Tower when it comes out. And I can't wait till we see pictures of that set because it's going to be bigger than Daily Bugle. And that is when we get that set, when it comes out, it's going to be the biggest move around in the city because we're going to have to take so much stuff out. Everything's going to have to move and change. So that's kind of why this is going to be the last sort of big move video for the city. And then we can actually start working on the main parts of the city and figuring out sort of like adding the details, making the road and stuff. So once this video is done, it's going to be more exciting, sort of focusing on everything. One big change that I think I'm going to have to do for this city now is make the airport smaller. The airport was originally going to be that big, so from this bit all the way up to the end of those base plates. I think now my plan is possibly to take out the kind of spaceship stuff, like the space stuff, and just make the airport two base plates, so a bit of a smaller airport, and just focus on that how it is without the sort of space stuff. I would love the space stuff in it, but I feel like if we're cutting it down if we're cutting the size down, it won't look as good having the space stuff there. So yeah, we're going to be taking out the space stuff and making the airport smaller. That may be in today's video or it may be in another video. I'm not too sure. It sort of depends on how much space I need to fit the new modular in and what I need to kind of take out for it and stuff. But it should be pretty cool as well. And yeah, I'll quickly do that now and then we can see what it looks like when I've done it. So when I come back, the boutique hotel probably won't be in yet, but the space will be there and there'll be a better understanding of what it all looks like. So let's cut to the sort of moving around and seeing what it looks like when that's done. Okay, so we are back right now. I've done a little bit of moving. I still haven't finished it. As you can see, that area has now opened up and we have a lot more space there to put some more things because I've done a massive rerun around this area here where I've basically just maximized the space. So this is what this area now looks like. Big hole for the boutique hotel that'll be fitting in right there. and I do much prefer this layout. I think it looks better, and having all the modulars sort of together, I think looks really awesome. And yeah, let me just kind of go through and show you each of the buildings and where they are. Some of them, such as the detective's office especially, are pretty hard to see, but all the others you can see pretty clearly. And that's what I really like. You can sort of see all the buildings, and from that side you can see like the buildings along here. So we'll go through and kind of show you what I've done. So this area all hasn't really changed. I liked having the diner there, the pet shop sort of hidden in the back there, like a sort of a pedestrian sort of area going up. Daily Bugle's obviously here. We can't really put the Daily Bugle many places. It's got to be this side of the city, just like the Ninjago City Gardens as well. And that's why when like the Avengers Tower comes out, that's why it's going to need a massive rebuild like around this whole area, because it's one of those buildings that I think will be taller, more possibly taller than the Daily Bugle, meaning it has to be this part of the city. However, like I said, this area now is looking really good. So we'll go through each building and kind of just show you how I've created this much space. So we'll start from the back. So if we come all the way down here towards the back area, this area hasn't really changed. However, I've just pushed it back. By the way, guys, this is like super tight back here. I always sort of show how tight it is. That's how much space I have, which is why the camera angle is not brilliant. But I think it does look really awesome, and it does fit really well. All I've done is gone to the back, and they're just hanging off a little bit, but not enough for them to sort of fall or be unstable. So that kind of works really well, and the road sort of come up here, and the road kind of goes back down there. And from that view there, it looks pretty awesome, to be honest. And I feel like, again, from that side as well, I think it's also going to look really cool. And then I'm just going to move out because it is just a pain to sort of show you everything from in kind of that area. But if you look down there, we've got the Palace Cinema and the bookshop modulars, and that looks really awesome. Of course, there's no road going up. We just don't have the space. I might sort of build a Mills plate along here to make it look like a path that it would be kind of going into a road. But yeah, we can't really do too much about that because obviously my plan is to sort of, this area is like another part of the city that you just don't see. Like it just, like we're limited to space. It's a Lego city, so it's sort of a cut-off point, and you're sort of just supposed to imagine there's other things in all of those areas. A bit like that. Actually, the theme park would be further that way. So yeah, instead of being on top, you just imagine that it's just further away. So you'd see the sort of roller coaster and Ferris wheel behind there. But obviously we're limited to space, and we're doing the most we can with the space that we've got. But yeah, I'm just super happy with how this has turned out. I think it's one more road plate, and that's fine. Right, we haven't even started really building the road plates yet. And it's also given us a lot of area down there, meaning I don't think I need to move the airport. Yes, I was so worried that I was going to have to move the airport, but we don't have to. Now, there's one more modular that we need to put in, which is the brick bank. That will be going next to the hospital there, where the bookshop used to be. So we have one more space, so basically another modular, or another city set, or something like a mock, and then we are full of space again. So in the next video, we'll probably sort of try and figure out exactly what we want to do with that. I think in one of the next videos, we'll be doing the road plates, getting a couple more of the road plates done. I'm thinking of just getting this whole area just complete. There was a set I saw when I went to a Lego store, one of the creator sets, which has a couple of beach houses in it. So we may end up getting that set to get the beach houses, so we can have a couple of beach huts. That will look awesome. And yeah, I think all I'm gonna do now is put in the boutique hotel, maybe tell you my thoughts on it. I don't want to do like kind of reviews on it because one, it's been out for ages, and two, there's so many reviews on it already. Like, there's no point of me doing a review on it. So we'll just be putting it into my city, telling you my thoughts about it, what I like about it and stuff, I guess. But I won't do like a full-on review because that's kind of not what I do on this channel. But yeah, I'll get both those buildings in. We'll have a look at how it looks after then. The only thing which could change, obviously, like I've said, is moving the Parisian restaurant and the diner. But I don't think that's going to happen because I do like both of those here. And I think the boutique hotel will look just fine there, especially next to the kind of small little blue house, which I think if we had more space, that would have been also down towards the beach because I just really like that building. I think the colours give that sort of thing of like it could be down at the beach, down at the seaside. So yeah, but we'll put in the two more buildings that we need to put in, see how it looks, and yeah, then we just end the video there. So let's cut to that right now. Okay guys, so we are now back. I've added in the boutique hotel, the book bank, and another vehicle as well actually. So I'll show you all of them now. So the book bank is now back down there. I was going to have it next to the hospital. However, I think it was sort of in the way of all the train tracks. So we put it there instead. I think it looks really good there. It does feel like very unconnected to the rest of the modular buildings, but there's just nothing we can really do about it. And once we get more modulars will be with that area. Probably depending on sort of how they look, maybe the buildings that were over there will be kind of moving back at some point. But I'm sort of happy with the way it looks there. I think it makes more sense being there than down towards the beach, which it was before. So I'm happy with where that is. We just obviously need to add in the road and stuff, just like this area around here. But as you can see, we have also put the boutique hotel in. And firstly, you may have noticed these two have switched. I wanted to switch them because I feel like from that angle, like from the side it was showing there, it didn't have the proper beachy kind of feel because the palm tree was sort of hidden on the side, and that is like why I wanted it down in this area because of that palm tree. Now, I think it does look better here, and talking about sort of my views on the set, I think it's a brilliant modular. I love the shape of it. I think having like an angled sort of building kind of just makes it look so much more interesting. All the other modulars are like just these blocks, especially the especially the corner ones like the Brick Bank and the cinema. They're all sort of quite blocky in shape, like they're just like a square. But this one is such a unique shape, which is awesome. However, I do feel like it's one of the hardest to display because when you sort of place it in two different areas, you're completely missing one side. And like, unlike the brick bank over there, where you can sort of see both sides because of the sort of angle of the building, it's really hard to sort of see both sides. And especially when you're standing here, it can look quite weird. However, I think you'll get used to it, and I do think it is still a really good building, but it's definitely because of the shape a little bit weird. However, I love it and I still think it looks incredible. And from that, I feel like if you looked at it from that side, it will also look really good. So I'm happy with it being there. I think it has to be towards the beach because of that palm tree. And when I was actually doing this area before, if you look back at some of the videos, I was saying that if I do get the boutique hotel, it would be going towards the beach with the Parisian restaurant and the diner, because these three make the most sense being down in this area, because just because that's sort of how I sort of see them, and I think everything just fits together really nicely now, and I'm just super happy with how it looks. So yeah, I'm just super happy with sort of this whole area now. Like, I felt like it was really empty at one point because the like we had so much empty gap, like where the modulars at the back now are. So pushing everything back and adding, like, we've now fitted in pretty much 2 more modulars, and that is awesome. So we've definitely sort of used this space to the full, which I'm really like happy about. And all we've got to do is just define the details, cover everything up, turn everything into a Mills plate. You would have also noticed that this is already a Mills plate, so I actually just built it on a Mills plate because I was like, it's just easier. So I just did that straight away instead of sort of waiting to do it, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So yeah, this area is now complete again, and we can start focusing down on this side. I've got some more pieces for the beach that um, should get majority of this front bit of the beach done. Um, so that should be pretty awesome. We do need another base plate though, probably here. There is a base. I have looked when we do Mills plates. I use different base plates. I don't use the modular building's base plate when I build a Mills plate, because otherwise that makes it really difficult to do. So as long as I get some kind of like tanned pieces for the back of the diner, I think I'm going to be using that base plate for here. But I did also notice that the Brick Bank uses a tanned base plate as well, which means we could actually use that one instead, which might be a bit easier because that doesn't matter too much because you can't actually see the base plate underneath. Because some of them you can, some of them you can't. So yeah, we do sort of have to figure out that. However, I am super happy with how this has turned out. Like I've said, we've also added in a little, the kind of the Defender car, the Creator one. This is actually a really nice vehicle as well. I think it looks really good. So that's now in the city as well. And yeah, some big changes to the city, but I hope that you like them. We might end up doing some more changes over here in another video, but I'm not too sure right now. I'll just have to do some kind of figuring out and see what I can do. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a longer video, so if you've watched to the end, thank you so much. So I haven't posted as well for like 2 months. I've been super busy with work, but now that I have another job and I have a job, I can actually start doing more stuff on the city, and we can start adding in these really nice details, and we can start growing the channel even more. I've got some big plans for the city, some big plans for the channel. So I do hope that you please do subscribe, because it will help us out a ton, and you will know when I next upload, and you can see it straight away. So yeah, please do subscribe. It will really help me out a lot. Please also like the video, and yeah, let's just like this is like a new time for this channel where I can actually focus on it more and more. Like, and the support already has been incredible. Like, we've got a video, there's a video now on like 3,000 views, which is just incredible. But that is all from me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching to the end. But I'll see you in the next video. Bye.